What an honor to be in such esteemed company. I'd like to thank John Darden and his committee at Long Island University for choosing us for this important award. It's particularly gratifying for me to be chosen for the justice reporting category. So much of what we do as journalists, whether it's investigative news, local news, or business news, basically boils down to the concept of justice. Even when we were cub reporters and we stayed at city council meetings past midnight because we were afraid that they would pass an ordinance without us seeing it, essentially we were advocating for the rule of law, for the concept of holding our government and all of its actors accountable. So it was really, truly special for us, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Sonny Kleinfield, Sharon Otterman, Michael Powell, and myself to get the chance to do that at the New York Times on behalf of some of our society's most vulnerable, the incarcerated and the wrongly accused. I'd like to offer special thanks to my partner Scott Gruppe for his patience. My 4-month trip to New York lasted a year. I'd also like to thank in particular so many Times editors, Jill Abramson, Dean Baquet, Matt Purdy, Carolyn Ryan, Wendell Jameson, and Arthur G. Sulzberger, who had the wisdom and vision to make this project happen, offering astute guidance and the most precious resource breaking news reporting hardly ever affords: time. It was truly a privilege. Thank you.
For our series After the Meltdown, and found that the Wall Street perpetrators were still living large, executives from all 25 lenders are still making loans, and the regulators are still profiting from their experience. I'm enormously proud of the work that we've done, and After the Meltdown, though more than a little disturbed by our findings. I want to thank the Center and also the Ford Foundation for making this project possible, and allowing Allison, Lauren, Dan, and myself to do this work. And also to all of you and everyone out there who supported the Center's nonprofit journalism for almost 25 years now. And I'd especially like to thank the judges, Long Island University, and Mr. Darden for finding our work worthy of this award. We're truly honored. Thank you very much.
Magazine reporting.
Wardak Province is one of the most violent areas of Afghanistan, a place where U.S. Special Forces have waged unconventional warfare, with Taliban assassins frequently lying in wait. Matthew Akins, a 29-year-old journalist on assignment for Rolling Stone, went there to examine charges that an elite military unit, known as an A-Team, kidnapped, tortured, and killed 10 civilians. The Army has encephalopathy. The second headline, even more shocking, is the lengths to which the National Football League would go to deny such a link. Forfeiting any claim of concern for the thousands of players who made its riches possible, league officials blocked independent research at every turn, often seeking to discredit researchers and curtail their work. Even when researchers obtained the brains of 46 pro football players who had shown symptoms of CTE and found evidence of the deadly and debilitating disease 45 of them, the NFL kept insisting that no definitive link had been established. For collaborating on a documentary so powerfully persuasive that Frontline's initial partner, ESPN, pulled out under pressure from the league just weeks before its air date, Michael Kirk, Jim Gilmore, Mike Weiser, Steve Fainer, and Mike Figueroa have won the Network Television Reporting Award.
I'm the guy with the speech. Everybody who goes into journalism dreams of the big story. taking on the NFL, I think, is the definition of a big story. A lot of the people in this room, you all know, you can't do it alone. It takes a lot of people doing it together to get it done. This was an important story that was ripe for the taking while good work had been done by other journalists like Alan Schwartz from the New York Times. Nobody had actually pulled it all together. Nobody had asked the central question, which was, what did the NFL know and when did they know it? Steve Fainaru and his brother Mark Fainaru-Wada, fearless investigative journalists who've taken on powers that be throughout their careers, decided
Local television reporting.
When TSP TV reporter Noah Pransky went to the scene of a fatal accident at a Florida intersection, he noticed something amiss. The yellow interval between the green and the red seemed to scoot by rather quickly. His hunch became a year-long investigation, revealing that state and local officials were secretly slicing a half second from the safe standard for the duration of yellow lights. Motorists venturing into the red were caught on camera and fined, often as much as $158, a $50 million annual windfall for state authorities and for a politically connected contractor. With standard timing in place at similar intersections, tickets dropped by 90%. Overcoming roadblocks from agencies denying him public records and weaving through telling email traffic, Pransky aired 40 reports showing that officials placed profit above fairness and safety, often in violation of state regulations. When some politicians initially expressed ignorance of this scheme, he sent them into reverse with contradictory evidence. For a sharp eye and steadfast pursuit of intersectional justice, Noah Pransky wins the Local Television Reporting Award.